What's up, everybody? Jonathan here for the back nine of Bad Rock Creek for the Kansas City Wide Open, presented by Discraft. Now, the front nine, I don't think is quite as challenging as the back, and we're going to take a look at some harder holes in here. Once again, I want to say thank you to Latitude 64 for sponsoring this course for the Kansas City Wide Open, and also another big thank you to the Liberty Parks and Rec Department for keeping this course looking as beautiful as it does look all of the time. This is my home course, so I'm really happy to be able to show you what it looks like from all the different tee pads and positions. And also thanks to the Kansas City Flying Disc Club. I know it takes a ton of volunteers, not just from the Parks and Rec Department, but also from our local club to keep this course looking great. Now, this course is only going to be played by the amateurs in the Wide Open. The pros are only going to be at Wyandotte County Park and Waterworks. But let's get into what is going to be in store in the back nine. All right, hole number 10. Going to the blue basket will be MA2, MA50, MA3, FA2, and MA60. So this is a shorter shot than the gold pen, 381 feet. It feels a little bit less than that in my opinion. Tall grass is going to be OB, and there is a bando to the right as well. That right tree around the tee is going to be a mandatory to throw left of that to protect the cricket field on the right. Now, if you're playing advanced men's, advanced women's, or advanced masters, you're going to be playing to the gold pin. There's that mando tree on the right-hand side that we're flying by. Now, this is just going to be a big shot. It's reachable to get to the pin, in my opinion, by some players. I don't think anybody in their right mind would actually go for it. All that tall grass is going to be OB, and this is not a huge island to even land your approaches on safely, much less get a drive out there. So it would be a huge bonus too if you can get it. Hole number 11, we're going to be using the long pad here and also the short pad for rec and intermediate women's and MA60. But this is a difficult shot to navigate off the tee pad because you don't want to kick any of these trees and wind up very short. From the short pad, it's a pretty easy wide open hyzer, and thankfully, unlike Masters Worlds, this is not going to be an island hole this year. The tall grass is going to be OB, so watch out for that. But if you make the gap, you're going to be in a good position for a 2, in my opinion. All right, hole number 12. This is a doozy. And yes, MA1, FA1, and MA40, you get to play the long pad all the way to the gold pin. Those in MA2 and MA50 are playing the short. All the other divisions are playing for the short pad that we just flew over there to the gold pin as well. But from the long, I mean, this is 530 feet. You want to land your first shot. Right here is ideal. So that way it sets up for the hyzer into the clearing. And the ceiling is so low back here that it just makes it really difficult to get to. Almost sets up best for a skip shot to get to the basket for a 3. A 3 would be a great score on this one. Hole number 13, it's going to be straight ahead through this gap. It does go uphill, so play is, in my opinion, a little bit longer than 213 feet, but not much. Doesn't mean there's not a lot of danger in this hole. Any one of these trees, if it kicks you left or right off the fairway, you're probably going to be looking at a bogey. Par is not very savable from there. It's not going to be in the right-hand position where it's at in the video, where the little tuft of grass is right here straight ahead. This is where the pin's going to be. So nice, easy, straight shot. Hole number 14. All right, here we get into the big ones again. This is a 701-foot par 4 from the long pin to the gold basket, which is what the MA1, FA1, and MA40s are going to be playing. And it's basically shaped like a horseshoe. You want to land about right here off the tee to set up a second shot, which is going downhill. The gap's pretty wide, so you don't have to worry about that. But if you overcook your shot, you're going into the pond, and you don't want to be OB coming back at the basket from there. Now, the rest of the divisions are going to be playing still to the gold basket, but from this short pad. Still makes it a par 4, in my opinion. 496 feet. You still have to navigate the horseshoe, kind of. You can actually go over the trees to a landing zone, which is by the big tree on the left. Now, tall grass is going to be OB on the left, though, so if you want to risk playing that blind drive out there, you can. If not, you can play it safe. But it'll give you a much shorter approach if you do pull it off correctly. Hole number 15. This is from the long pad going straight at the left pin at 286 feet. Low ceiling. You can throw a laser beam through here with something super straight or even get a sidearm to the basket. Power to you. That'd be a good too. I lay it up and it's still a little bit dangerous because that pond is not very far away. But you know, hyzer with an overstable putter I think is the best play for a 3. It's a great bonus too if you can get it. But if you are going to be playing an MA3, FA2, MA60, this is your ace run hole. This is 174 feet right over the pond. Even if you hit those dangly branches there, the danger of rolling in is not that great. So go get an ace on this one. I'd love to see it. Hole number 16. If you're playing advanced, you have the pleasure of playing the long pad, which is one of my least favorite holes. There's so much danger on this. If you touch any of those trees on the right-hand side, you're in danger of kicking left into the pond. You're in danger of kicking right and not getting out of the gap. The good news is, if you're playing in any of the other divisions, you get to throw from the short pad that we just flew over. Now, we are going to the gold basket, so from the long, it's 538 feet. So this plays as a legitimate par 4. Ideally, from the long pad, landing zone is going to be right here. A little bit further up if you're playing from the short, but I don't think it's reachable to get to the basket. It's a uphill shot, having to crest the hill. 538 feet is not a joke. The good news is you get a little bit of relief after that. In hole 17, everybody's playing the same tees, the same basket. And it's 357 feet, but it's downhill and it's dead straight. So as long as you don't go severely left or right, you're still going to have an approach to the basket. I like throwing something that's a little stable off to the right and crashing into the trees just in front of the mouth. It seems like the disc always finds a way to get close to the basket if you do that. But nice and easy shot. Which leads us then to hole 18. So if you are playing MA3, FA2, or MA60, you get to go from the short pad to the long blue basket. And the long blue basket, you want to land it about at the top of the hill if you can, and then make it through the mouth of the gap here, and where that little tuft of grass is over on the left-hand side, that's where the long blue basket's at. Now for intermediate men and Masters 50, you're going to be playing from the long pad to the long blue. So the same basket placement we just saw, just going from the long pad placement, which instead of throwing from down over left, you get to go all the way over the valley. And if you can land in the clearing between those two trees distance-wise, I think that's a great shot. But then that'll give you an easy setup to make it through the gap, put it by the basket for your 3. Now for the advanced divisions, so advanced men's, advanced women's, and advanced masters MA40, you're going 18 gold all the way. This is a 971 foot par 5. It's actually one of my favorite holes on this course. Once again, the idea, for me at least, is to land the shot about right where the drone is at now. Play a layup in front of the long grass, and then get my shot over to take my 4 and lay it by the basket. All this is going to be long grass OB that you're flying over. And there's actually sometimes there's some goat pins in there. But finishing with a 4 on this is great. I have seen it 3. It's doable. All right, so thank you for watching the whole previews out here for Bad Rock Creek for the Kansas City Wide Open. Once again, this is just going to be the amateurs playing this course. The pros kind of have to stick around out there at Waterworks and at Wyandotte County Park, which you're going to get to see what those layouts are going to look like fairly soon in the future. And if you're liking what you're seeing, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. So thanks, everyone.